This is what my dad used to do. He used to take a bit of paper and make a little bow tie. And I do it with my son now, and he just thinks it's so funny, and I love it. I can't believe I'm going to do this. And we go. Okay, the next brilliant thing is being childish, like being petty. I don't do it very often.
Okay.
I've done a lot of work on myself, been to a lot of therapy, a lot of support groups. But every now and again, I love being a little bitch when someone deserves it. So what happened is I was, you know how streets in London are very, very narrow. I was stuck behind this person in traffic, and there was a white van coming towards. They couldn't go round each other. And we were there for ages. They had a chat out the window and no one was moving. I was there for ages. And so I just did like a little beep, you know, just where you're like, hey, I'm hit, but you sort of want it to go, well, like you want it to make a minus noise, or you want like a hand to come up while you do it. So they know that it's not an aggressive beep. Anyway, she winds the window down, puts her head out, fucking screaming at me. She's like, you've got to move back. I'm trying to reverse park. I can't go anywhere. And I looked at the van driver like, you got to help me out here. Like I can't, there was someone behind me. So he moved back and I go around her, right? And then I went to look at her and go, hey, we did it. It's cool. Peace. Like, and not, I don't mean that in like a moral high ground, genuinely trying to build a bridge. Anyway, I won my window down to go, hey, it's all right. And she starts screaming at me again. And then this came over me out of absolutely nowhere. And I reckon I haven't done this since I was 8 or 9. And I just looked at her and made crybaby hands and went, oh, wham, 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 and then drove off.
Yeah.
Something deeply satisfying about that.
Absolutely.
It's good stuff. My now ex-husband, and this might be a reason why, you might even have stand-up about this, about putting your finger in someone else's mouth when they yawn.
Yeah.
Do you have a bit of stand-up about that?
From ages ago, yawn raping, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. God, it's one of the only... I don't know what... Maybe I did it and then saw you like do stand-up on it.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time and he hated it. And I thought it was so funny.
It's so funny because there's nothing they can do. Because when you're in the yawn, it's
mid-yawn,
like,
helpless. My another ex and I, we used to have out of a Kinder Surprise, we got a Kinder toy in Australia. It was a stink bug, which gives you an idea of children in Australia. And a stink bug is literally just a bug, and it stinks. If you touch it, it stinks on your hand. You can't get it off for days. But we used to hide it around the house because it looks so realistic. And I once hid it not under the toilet seat lid, but under the rim. So I knew he would have to lift it up to go to the toilet. And I just heard him scream like a woman. And then there was a beat. And then, I'm going to fucking kill you. And it is like, I just love it.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like you sometimes see them on Instagram, like old men or old women that like scaring their partner.
Oh my God.
And it's like a minute of them just like that and them just get fucking you know, wonderful.
It's so good. I hope that if I am in a relationship ever again, I find someone that likes to prank me and vice versa. You know Celia Pacquola?
I do, yes.
So we were flatmates for like 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So I was in a comedy house like you. And she hates pranks. But I love pranks. And I used to do the thing where we'd be brushing our teeth at the same time and then she'd lean over to put her head in the bowl and I just put my hand on the back of her head so she couldn't lift her head out of the sink. And it wasn't painful. She was just stuck. And it was so funny to me. And she just hated it. She hated nudity. And so I would she'd be like working in a room. She used to work for Good News Week, which is like a satirical panel show in Australia. And I knew that she was deep in the middle of this. She had like one afternoon. And I knock and I go, hey, mate, I've just got a really urgent thing. And she's like, can it wait? I'm like, I'll be 1 second. She'd open the door and I would be completely naked. And she hated it so much, but that's what made it so great well.
Totally. Why did they not love it? Like your ex, was he just like...
He didn't like surprises.
Right.
Yeah, and I just couldn't accept that about him. And you kind of need to accept that about someone.
Yeah.
I always felt like, I reckon this will be the one that'll bring him around. I did that for 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a surprise that we're divorced. Like just someone standing up and you put your knee behind their knee and they go, well, ugh.
Yeah, it's fun because, but also what's really fascinating is there's an odd sort of like Tourette-like comfort from it. Do you know what I mean? Where you just like putting your hand on Celia's head. It's just like, I'm really sorry. This is really funny to me. And I know it's a bit odd for you, but it just makes me calm.
Yeah, I've got to see this one out. I'm sorry that you're the victim of my feelings.
No, but it's just being, it's just being silly and being funny, isn't it? It's like, yeah, there's just so like I'm trying to think all the things I do with my brother, and he's just like, fuck, stop doing that. You're like, can't.
I can't.
Yeah, it's in DNA now.
Oh, you will be able to do this if you're not doing this already, is passing down your family weirdnesses as a legacy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know. Most of the things that we did as a family, I didn't know were weird or other people didn't do it until I was doing it in front of someone else.
Yes.
And they're like, hey, what's that about? And you're like, what's what about? So,
what are some of the weird family things?
oh, there's so many. And most of them are from my dad. And now as a parent, I understand it. When you're just out of fucking ideas and you're like, let's do something and maybe it will kill 15 seconds. So there is like this thing that my dad used to do, and it's, I'll describe it for the listeners, but for the video people, you can take anything. You can take a fork, a pen, you can take a piece of paper, and this is what my dad used to do. He used to take a bit of paper and make a little bow tie.
Yeah.
And I do it with my son now, and he just thinks it's so funny, and I love it. I can't believe I'm going to do this. And we go, for the listeners, you put the bow tie above your lip like a mustache, and you go, pay the rent. And then you put it like a bow in your hair, and you go, but I can't pay the rent. And you do it again, you go, pay the rent. But I can't pay the rent. Then you do it as a bow tie and say, I'll pay the rent. My hero.
How cool is that?
It's so great. And I think it's from like Rocky and Bullwinkle or some 1950s, 60s cartoon.
Right.
But my dad used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
And then I just started doing it. I think I did it in my first show because it's so weird and funny, just isolated. It's like so funny as a non sequitur.
Yes. I love stuff like that. Yeah. And it's funny, isn't it, that it kind of seeps out of you if you've been sort of immersed in a family like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort of, you just can't help but be a bit peculiar.
Well, I think it's just part of my DNA. Dad would do stuff like that all of the time. If you get a spoon, we had like, I don't know why we did this, but if you get a spoon, you turn it upside down and stick it on your nose. It looks like a koala nose. I don't know why. He used to do that and just go, koala. And so we still do that.
It's like that. Remember that there's a brilliant bit of stand-up by Billy Connolly where he says, he never trusts somebody that doesn't put a tea cozy on their head when someone's left the kitchen. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, we don't really have tea cozies now. People don't have teapots. They just make one at a time. Yeah. But that I distinctly remember him doing that bit of stand-up and just go, I remember doing that as an 8-year-old boy, just taking it off, putting it on my head, just to kind of feel what it feels like to be a teapot.
Yes,